So hello friends, so we are going to start with a very interesting topic today, and the name of the topic is leverage. Now before starting with this particular topic, there is a format which you need to remember. So we have sales minus variable cost will give me contribution, minus fixed cost will give me earning before interest and tax. From this I will deduct interest, I'll get earning before tax, and then I will deduct tax, I'll get earning after tax. And from this I will deduct the preference dividend. So I will get the earnings which are available to equity shareholders, and I will divide by the number of equity shares. So finally I'll get earning per share. So this particular format is there which you need to remember. Now when I am talking about fixed cost, I am talking about fixed operational cost. So fixed operational cost is your fixed cost, and examples would be the rentals which you pay, the salaries which you pay to your employees, the electricity bill which you pay on monthly basis. So this is your fixed operational cost. When I'm talking about interest and I'm talking about preference dividend, so these two together I'm talking about the fixed financial cost. So here we are having fixed financial cost. So if you are able to use your fixed operational cost and the fixed financial cost to your advantage and able to generate a higher amount of earnings, you are tend to be leveraging your position. That is, you are able to take advantage of your fixed operational cost and fixed financial cost. Now when I talk about the fixed operational cost, I'm also talking about the business risk. So the fixed operational cost is nothing but the business risk. And when I'm talking about the fixed financial cost, I will be talking about the financial risk. So these are the two different types of risk the business is going to face. Now, when I talk about leverage, the other way to interpret leverage is nothing but the risk factor. So leverage is nothing but the risk factor, and every business will try to reduce their risk and keep it at a lower level. Now the question would arise that how will you reduce your risk? So it's very simple that if you want to reduce your risk, you have to increase your earnings. So if you are able to increase your earnings, then you will be able to pay your fixed operational cost, and you will be able to pay your fixed financial cost. Now I will be discussing with you operating leverage. So operating leverage, we have a formula: contribution divided by EBIT. So contribution, when I divide by EBIT, I'm going to have get the answer of operating leverage. Now I'll be explaining you with the help of an example. We have company A and we have company B. So there are two different companies. Now both are having sales of say 100. Both are having variable cost of say 50. So both are having a contribution of 50. So up till this point I can say that both the companies are performing at par. Now company A is having a fixed cost of 30 and company B is having a fixed cost of 20. So the EBIT is 20 and here the EBIT is 30. if I tell you that you tell me which company is performing well, you will say that company B is performing well since the company B is having a higher EBIT. Now, the other question is that why company B is performing well? So the answer would be that the company B is able to better utilize their fixed cost. In other words, they have incurred a lower fixed cost compared to company A, and as a result they are able to generate a higher EBIT. So if company B is able to take advantage of their fixed costs, I can say that company B is having a lower operating leverage. So we can say that company B is having a lower operating leverage. In other words, the company B is able to take the advantage of fixed cost. In other words, they have incurred a lower amount of fixed cost and as a result their earnings have increased. Now let us apply the formula operating leverage. So we have contribution divided by EBIT. So contribution is 50, EBIT is 20. So when 50 I divide by 20, so I'm going to get an operating leverage of 2.5. Now contribution is 50 and your EBIT is 30. So 50 if I divide by 30, I'm going to get 1.67 approximately. So you can see that the risk factor in company B is less, 1.67. So if company B is having a low operating leverage, that is the risk factor for company B is lower, I can say that the company B is having a higher earnings and the company B is able to utilize their fixed costs more efficiently compared to company A. So this is operating leverage. Now let's move further and analyze financial leverage. So the financial leverage is EBIT divided by EBT. So this is company A and this is company B. Now let us assume the EBIT to be 100, that is equal for both the companies. Now this company is paying an interest of 60 and this company is paying an interest of 70. So the earning before tax here would be 40 and here the earning before tax would be 30. If I tell you that analyze which company is performing well, you will say that company A is performing well since the EBIT is greater than compared to company B. And the reason for company A to perform well is they are having a low interest cost. In other words, they are able to take better advantage of their financial risk. So the other question would arise that which company will have a lower financial leverage? So the company A is going to have a lower financial leverage. So we will reconfirm this. Let us apply the formula. EBIT is 100 and EBT is 40. So 100 divided by 40, so 2.5 is the financial leverage. Your EBIT is 100 and EBT is 30. So 100 divided by 30, so 3.33 is the financial leverage. So company A is having a lower financial leverage, that is the lower risk factor compared to company B. So one thing you should be able to understand that leverage is nothing but a risk factor. If your financial leverage is lower, it means you are able to take better advantage of your interest cost. Now another concept is operating leverage. When we multiply with financial leverage, we get something known as combined leverage. So I will be writing the formula for operating leverage, that is contribution divided by EBIT. And financial leverage, we have a formula of EBIT divided by EBT. And when EBIT gets cancelled, we get contribution divided by EBT. This is our combined leverage. So three formulas you need to remember. Now, if I talk about operating leverage, you are able to take advantage of your fixed operational cost. When I talk about financial leverage, you are able to take advantage of your fixed financial cost. And here you are able to take advantage of your fixed operational cost. And the combined leverage is nothing but known as the total risk. So combined leverage is nothing but the total risk, that is the combination of your fixed operational cost and fixed financial cost. And when I talk about operating leverage, I am also talking about the business risk. When I talk about financial leverage, I will be talking about the financial risk. And when I talk about combined leverage, I will be talking about total risk. So when you divide contribution with EBIT, you are going to get nothing but operating leverage. When you divide EBIT with EBT, you are going to get financial leverage. And when you multiply operating leverage with financial leverage, you are going to get combined leverage. Later on, there will be a different formula for preference for financial leverage in case of preference dividend. So that I will be discussing when we are moving towards the sums. Now, with this kind of explanation, you are able to solve few sums. As and when the sums will be taught, the relevant concept will be taught. So right now what you have to know. So right now for the few sums, you need to know the format, that is sales minus variable cost will give you contribution, minus fixed cost will give you EBIT, minus interest will give you EBT, minus tax will give you earning after tax. From this you are going to pay the preference dividend. Then you are going to get earnings available to equity shareholders. This you are going to divide by number of equity shares. Finally, you are going to get earning per share. This is the format you need to remember. Next, for operating leverage, the formula is contribution divided by EBIT. For financial leverage, the formula is EBIT divided by EBT. And for combined leverage, the formula is operating leverage into financial leverage. So operating leverage, I have contribution divided by EBIT. Financial leverage, I have a formula of EBIT divided by EBT. So EBIT gets cancelled. So you have contribution divided by EBT. Now for operating leverage, you are able to take advantage of your fixed operational cost. For financial leverage, you are able to take advantage of your fixed financial cost. Operating leverage is nothing but your business risk, financial leverage is nothing but your financial risk, and combined leverage is nothing but your total risk. So this much explanation is required to solve the further sums. As and when we will proceed, I will be explaining you the concepts. So we will meet together in the next lecture. Thank you.